In this video, we'll discuss the topic light. Mainly, what is light? Light is a form of energy. You can see that plants uses light for like photosynthesis, and also we use the light for communication purpose also. And you can know that to see any object, you require a light, right? Okay, so when you go to a dark room, you cannot see anything. So all of a sudden, what you are going to do is turn on the light or a torch so that you can see the object like chair, book, pen, and the surrounding things. So light is a, acting as a source to see the object. So what is the light? Usually there is no particular definition. Like what the physicists do is just study the properties of the light. Light is an electromagnetic radiation and is a form of energy, as I told earlier. Okay, there are several properties of light like interference, diffraction, polarization, and other properties. Like here I will be just discussing a basic properties so that you need to understand. First I will be discussing reflection. Now what is the reflection? Let's see what is reflection. You, when you went to a dark room, what you have done, you switched on a light or a torch. So what it is, you have seen the object. How you are able to see? You are able to see the object due to a reflection process. So the process that it is taking is reflection. Let's consider some example like take a polished thing, like in a home you will be having a spoon, bulged shape spoon here you will usually having. So this is the polished surface, well polished surface. So when you see your face, you can see there is enlargement of your image, and when you take far away it get diminished. Okay, here also it is taking the reflection. Now take one more example, a glass or a mirror. What does a mirror has? One is similarly it has a polished surface one side, and it has an opaque surface another side. Opaque means the light is not getting transmitted through this surface. This what we call as mirror. Now from your observation, you know that light is moving in a straight line. There are some laws to define properties of light and to understand what is a light. So now consider again a glass slab, glass mirror, polished mirror, and now this is a, I have drawn a normal. You will know that why I have drawn a normal. You will know later. Now what I have made, I have incident a ray obliquely, and it is getting reflected back. From here light is getting incident, and you are seeing from this here. Okay, so you are able to see this mirror. Why I have incident obliquely? There are other direction also, but I have considered a single direction. There is another direction also incident like this form, and emitting this form and this form. So here I have considered obliquely. If I consider straight, that is in normal to this surface, the light comes in this form and get hit this surface and goes back. So we are not normal to any surface. We are not standing normal to the any surface. So we are at a certain angle. So I have considered an oblique angle. This is an oblique incidence. Here you can see here what it is there. is this is the incident angle and this is the reflected angle, and this is the normal what I have drawn to separate the incident and reflection angle. Here comes one law, that is incident ray reflected ray and the normal drawn lies on a same plane. You can see that it is lying on a same plane. Now there is one more law you can make out from here, that is you can see here angle of incident and angle of reflection. Here the angle made by this plane with this incident ray and reflected ray are equal, means that is angle of incident equal to angle of reflection, what we generally call this as an Snell's law. Now let's discuss one more property, like this has a general formula as sin I by sin r is equal to constant. This constant actually is mu, or sometimes they call as mu, or sometimes they are called as an, this is nothing but a refractive index of the medium. Now let's go to one more problem. Before that I will clear out this. Now how one can define a refractive index? That is n. This n is equal to c by v. What is c? Velocity of light in absence of medium. This is velocity of light in the presence of medium. One thing you have to keep note here is, like when the light ray enters to the medium, it is not going to follow a same path. Instead of, it is going to bend. Okay, instead of, it is going to bend. Why this is bending? Because change in the refractive index. This is n1. There is a difference in the refractive index. Now one more thing you have to know is what we call this bending. The bending, what this is refraction. Means when the light ray travels from one medium to another medium, the bending phenomena is known as refraction. Okay, now now this is a plane surface. Let's consider a bulged surface. Bulged surface, this is an opaque and this is the reflecting. Now same process is taking place in this, light is falling, and here in this case, since it is bulged, what it is happening, it is getting reflected to a certain point at this focus, and that this is called as pole, and here the ray is getting retracing back. Here it is moving and it is coming back. This type of shaped mirror is what we have called as concave mirror. Similarly, there is one more mirror convex mirror. It has bulb opaque inside and reflecting outside. Same. Okay. This is as convex mirror. One thing you have to note down here is when the light ray getting from rarer to denser. This is air and this is glass. This what we call rarer and denser. Why this is rarer and denser means the density of particle means number of particle present in this medium is less compared to this medium, that is N2 medium. Now what happens when the light ray pass from less particle density, less particle state into higher particle state or rarer to denser, what it is happening, the velocity getting decreases due to the presence of this particle. Here there are particles present, so the velocity getting decreases. You can see this by using like take a clear beaker and dip one pen or pencil to a water, so you can make out that the you can see pencil got bended. That is due to the refraction process. So here what will happen, velocity get decreases, velocity decreases, wavelength also changes, wavelength depend upon the medium, and sometimes velocity decreases and increases. This is also based on this medium, and frequency remains same. Here frequency remains same. So one of the note we can make out here is like light has a dual nature, means it has sometime behave as an particle and sometime as wave. This is based on the consideration or experiment what we are going to do. So this is just out of the book. You have to just have an idea, curious about this, in which case it is behave particle and which case it behave as a wave. Okay, now from the beginning what are the concept we are learned, let's summarize the things. In the beginning we have discussed light is a form of energy, and it is made up of electromagnetic radiations. And reflection we have studied, like when the light gets incident on an polished surface or any material, it start get reflected back and we can see those particles, so those object. Similarly we have discussed some laws, that is angle of incident and angle of reflection is equal, and incident ray, reflected ray, all lies on on the normal drawn will be laying on a same plane. And we have discussed one more concept, refractive index, means like this is the ratio of you can take velocity of light. This is light, velocity of light in the absence of a medium, and velocity of light in the presence of a medium. And what we different mirror we have studied, concave mirror and the convex mirror. Concave mirror is concave means bulged inside and the reflecting surface is inside. Convex mirror bulged outside, reflecting surface is outside. And concave mirror, like this is the spoon, you can give a best example in day-to-day life, you can see in your home. And convex mirror also some outside part of the square spoon. And in the considering the refractive index, like here we have studied several properties like velocity of light again decreases or increases, that is also based on the medium, and from which medium to which medium the light is getting transmitted, and wavelength also changes. But the one thing you have to keep in mind is frequency remains the same. And I have given some curious hint that light has a dual nature. That is, what is dual nature is particle and wave nature. Like sometime it exhibit as an particle, sometime as an wave. Hope you have understood this concept. Thank you.